Something big is happening and about to intensify in the world of precious metals, almost to the point of redefining the two words. I'll explain how and why as we explore. What you see here displayed before you are some precious metals, but there's other metals here that you may not think are precious. The world of precious metals certainly is broadening. When we think of precious metals, we think of gold, silver, and maybe platinum and palladium. And there's some examples represented here, but in reality, in this world we live in nowadays, with the demand for metals of all sorts, including rare earth metals, which are definitely very precious and very much greatly in demand right now. How do you meet that demand? Well, there's mining, and we'll talk about that later here in the video. But we're also going to be talking about recycling, and that is where the revolution is going to take place, folks. I'm going to be referencing an article here that talks a little bit about this, how precious metals are recovered from discarded devices. Now, I've done stories like this before in the past, but this is something that is a bigger deal now. This European news under Science and Technology here from elpais.com is something that is quite interesting and on a massive scale here. A ton of discarded mobile phones is richer in gold than a ton of ore. When you think about the amount of ore that is needed to get gold out of the ground, it's a very labor intensive process. But there's one plant in Southern Europe, and the 7th in the world to recycle valuable metal elements, present an electronic waste amid criticism for polluting the environment. So this international mining company is going to be building this plant in Southern Europe soon. This is going to be a game changer, folks. This is from Rudiger Kaur, who is a professor at the University of Ireland, Limerick, Ireland, and head of the United Nations Sustainable Cycles Program in Germany. According to his calculation, in 1 million cell phones, there are 24 kilos of gold. Let that sink in for a moment. In 1 million cell phones, about 24 kilograms of gold, 16,000 kilos of copper, 350 kilos of silver, and 14 kilos of palladium. I did not realize that palladium was in cell phones. Waste electrical and electrical equipment is a kind of urban mine that is not currently being used to the fullest. Only 20% of the world's electronic waste is recovered. So there is a gold mine in our waste for literally gold, silver, and other metals as well too. Demand for electronics is outstripping the naturally available resources to make them so. And Huelva, Spain, the international mining company Atlantic Copper is building only the 7th large-scale plant in the world, the 4th in the European Union, the 1st in Southern Europe to extract these valuable materials from electronic waste. The investment that has been committed is about $337 million, which will create 350 jobs and implement state-of-the-art technology. So you've heard me do videos in the past about extracting silver from wastewater, for instance. You know, recycling is something that is not new. In fact, there was a company called Ohio Precious Metals that had silver bars made. But mining is certainly something that is not going to be disappearing anytime soon. In fact, we know how much demand for these rare earth metals are, which is why, especially in the automotive industry, experts know the advantages of lithium-ion batteries over traditional battery technology. Lithium-ion batteries are known to charge faster and last longer. On top of that, lithium-powered batteries have a higher power density for more battery life in a lighter package. Of course, we see that in our phones as well. This is where a lot of that technology is used, but also for EVs, it's very, very important. Electric vehicle makers are now getting involved in the actual mining and processing of lithium. They're not leaving it to chance or broken supply chains. You know, this is something that Henry Ford had pioneered with rubber and other materials. They've learned the lessons of Ford and others. Years of underinvestment must now give way to hyperinvestment in order to fill the gaping supply gap. Because recycling's not keeping up, at least for now. There is one mine in the entire United States for lithium mining, and one is starting in Canada right now for lithium, which is where the mother lode moment is and where there is a surprise discovery. And we'll talk about that in a moment. So I want to introduce you to our sponsor, and that is FE Battery Metals with the ticker symbol FEMFF. They are going straight to the source to get lithium. The CEO has bought land right next to the hottest lithium mining territory in Canada. They're actually drilling right now. They process the lithium in-house. Once they hit pay dirt with great results, they will be primed for acquisition, and that is the key. That's what I'm going to focus on here with this, because that is something to consider, because once that happens, then their stock price could certainly go up greatly. FE Battery Metals has been staking land and drilling at the belly of the beast, and if they hit good grades, the bigger companies and business talk offer them essentially a very good exit price, and that would be good for you as an investor. FE Battery Metals is drilling now, and the results have come in, and it looks like they have found silver. And that's an added bonus when they find silver. If they make more discoveries, their jurisdiction is perfect, right next to the #1 producing region in North America, which is James Bay. It's becoming the most important lithium region in the world outside of the main one in Australia and another one in Latin America. Folks, this is a huge deal. Companies are making discoveries already there left and right. The largest company operating in the area has a $7 billion market cap. Permitted development stage mine, and that will be ready in about 12 to 24 months. It will become the largest mine in North America. Another $3 billion company already is mining, and a third company has just started their mining. James Bay region is about to become the hub for lithium in Quebec, Canada, and FE Battery Metals is a tiny $10 million company that has become one of the largest landholders in this mining region. They are building a processing plant right now, investing millions of dollars already in this region. They're going to be drilling for lithium very soon. The goal is to get the attention of the larger $2 billion companies that are in the area and to get noticed, and that they're very close to beginning production. FE Battery Metals, by the way, has a geologist that has won the 2020's Project Manager of the Year award, and he has experience in exploration, discovery, and selling. And so with a $1.5 billion company, made a massive discovery and changed the game, proving that James Bay is a massive district filled with opportunity. And that opportunity, once they start to get these results coming out, when this does happen, that's when you're going to see the price move up when they find discoveries. Now, situation like this, it's always good to do your own due diligence and research. You really won't know until they get those results out. But typically, given the region, given the location, which is everything, and they are certainly investing in this, that means that the likelihood is probably great that we could see some good results. But again, do your own due diligence on this company. I'm going to post a link in the description below so you can check out their corporate presentation and some other data, and also where you can contact them to ask them some questions. Lithium is certainly one of those metals, although it is recycled. There is a great and huge demand for it, where mining must be done, and this is going to be one of those regions where it's going to be crucial to see that happen. As far as other metals, such as you see on your screen here, I mean, let's take a look here. We've got gold, we've got silver, we have this metal, which I bought quite a number of years ago. This is actually zinc. That's right, it's unmarked, but a hand-poured zinc bar. This is platinum, as you know. This is nickel, definitely a metal that is needed for batteries. And we have copper. And although many people don't see copper as being a precious metal, it certainly is precious in our everyday lives. There's no question about that. And then we also have tin. Tin is another metal that is is utilized as well too. And this is a little poured tin bar that we've got here. So lots of different applications for these metals. And in the next 25 years, the demand for metals and minerals will multiply by 12. That's right. So metals like lithium, it's only going to go up from here. Every year, we need to process a Mount Everest, says researcher Pablo Gomez Garasimo, a Costa Rican living in the Netherlands, where he is the head of the Naturally Digital, an organization specializing in sustainability, human behavior, ethics, and digital well-being. Extracting minerals or materials such as gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, nickel, tin, antimony, and bismuth from the earth is expensive and harmful to the environment. Moreover, these materials can be found in garbage, according to Cure. These resources could be recovered and returned to the production cycle. If we do not recycle these materials, we need to extract new supplies, which harms the environment. And keep in mind, lithium, by the way, is heavily recyclable, but nonetheless, they still need to mine some of it to keep up with demand. So this so-called mine, which is now largely found in landfills, is made up of more than 60 million tons of electrical and electronic waste that the world generates each year. Its combined weight is heavier than that of the Great Wall of China, which is the heaviest man-made object in the world, according to the Global E-Waste Monitor. In just 7 years, according to Growth Forecast. Anything with a cord, plug, or battery can be recycled. In addition, recovering gold and other materials from waste saves a lot of CO2 emissions compared to mining virgin metals. But nonetheless, it's just amazing to see how this is coming. And the presence of gold and silver to be cost efficient to mine those metals or to recycle them is going to be a game changer and revolutionary on all fronts. But fascinating indeed. This plant is going to take quite a while to come on board, to be built and constructed, but the fact that they are doing it is quite remarkable and amazing. And I think it's just the beginning. If they can do it efficiently and effectively, it is going to be pretty amazing, especially with the amount of gold and silver and palladium, apparently, in these phones, just phones alone. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. A new revolution in precious metals. Hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.